And when Carrie Ann comes in, we will get started. Are you coming on camera, Carrie Ann? She's on mute too.
I'm
Oh,
here.
welcome. You
Oh,
made it.
I did it.
Good girl. Awesome. Welcome. We have Brooklyn here with us today, and Leah, and Debbie, and Carrie Ann. So welcome all of you, beautiful women. Thank you for coming. And self-honoring yourself. That's important. And that's what we're going to talk about today for sure. Okay, so recording. Good. Okay, so we'll start with a little grounding meditation so that we all ground together. And then we'll move into a little information session for you guys. Okay. Maybe I'll just get you guys all to mute. And if you need to chat with me, just unmute. But mute for now while we do our meditation. It's just going to be at like 5 minutes. Take a big breath in through the nose. And you guys can hear the music. Maybe give me a thumbs up. Good, thank you. Hands to heart. Another big breath in. Holding at the top. And exhaling out. Another big breath in through the nose. Get all that beautiful air holding at the top. And exhaling. Next, inhale and just breathing at your own pace, inviting in the earth energy from below up into the soles of your feet, filling up your whole body right to your crown chakra. And at the same time, inviting that anything that does not serve you today goes deep down into the earth's core. It's a two-way system. Letting Mother Gaia deal with that, transforming it into pure potential. More breath, bringing more earth energy up, filling your whole body. Every nook and cranny with earth energy. And then opening up to the divine above. Gold and shimmering light coming through the crown chakra. And filling your whole body with gold shimmering light. Like little sparklers sparkling thousands at a time, all the way down to your tippy toes. And bringing your awareness to the center of your forehead, where the bridge of your nose is, your third eye. And dialing your third eye wide open today, just for this one session. Watch it unfold like a lotus petal flower. And the center of head awareness, the pineal gland, let that gold shimmering light just clean it off like it's dusting little dust bunnies off. So it's clear, cleansed, enhanced. So you see better, hear better, envision better, and invite in divine channeling. And hands to heart center again. breathing up that earth energy up into the body, letting the golden shimmering light come in to the heart space and mixing all around your body. Below you, above you, beside you, in front of you, behind you, like a big egg shape around your whole body. You are one color. Putting all that beautiful energy in, sealing any cracks, tears, rips in your aura. Awesome. That's great, guys. Hands back to heart center. Inhale. And exhale with a sigh. Ha. We are grounded, stable, pure, whole, and loving. Good. You can flutter open your eyes when you're ready. Good. Well done. Perfect. You guys look like 5 shiny lights. I love it. Okay, so we will get started. I have a little presentation I made, and we'll do a few interactive exercises together. But for now, we'll start with the presentation, and I'll move into my story. Okay. Hang on a second. Not sure why that's not the presentation. That's okay. I'll just put it on. Oops, that's the whole desktop, isn't it? Okay, hang on a second. I don't really want my whole desktop, but I guess. What do you guys see? If I present, do you still see yourselves on the side plus the presentation?
Now I see the whole presentation. Looks good.
Perfect. And you can see everybody on the side?
I can see you.
Okay. Okay, that's okay.
I'm on my phone now.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So this is the Love Your Body Masterclass. And as you can see, it doesn't say body, it says Bodhi. Now, when I took my master's of master's meditation training, teacher training, I was a bodhicitta, and bodhicittas are enlightened mind, an enlightened mind. Bodhi is part of that, and that's enlightenment. So this is love your enlightened body. Okay, this is what this is all about. Any questions? We're good there? Okay. You can unmute when you have a question. You're good to go. Okay, so our agenda is just a quick introduction of who I am, my story. We'll shut down the presentation. I'll tell you my little story. Then we'll go through a mantra, and it's to align all your chakras, your Bodhi. Love your Bodhi info session. I'll kind of browse through that. That's back into the presentation. And then a conclusion, and we're going to take action. Okay, so this is me. I am a 500-hour yoga and meditation teacher, a Pilates instructor, and a multi-energy healer. Like I've got lots of modalities. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I've been doing this since I was, well, for 25 years now, energy healing. So this is my story. I'm going to just stop the share and come back to this so I can talk to you guys. Okay. So I have a little story about not loving my body as a whole. A few of you do know me. I didn't wear makeup because it is a story that still gets into my heart. And let's put me on spotlight. Okay, so 5 years ago, I went through a dark night of the soul. And I'm sure there's other people here that have been through something similar, if not similar, something very painful. And so 5 years ago, my eyes started coming out of my head and protruding forward, and also pushing back on the optic nerves. So I almost lost the sight in this eye. And my naturopath said it was allergies. And so 7 months we were studying the allergies that I have, which I do, but it was not that. It was Graves' disease and thyroid eye disease, uncontrolled. And I went from hypothyroidism all the way to hyper in practically a day. Practically, it just shot up like that. And 7 months of being in pain. I don't know if you guys got one of my last emails. I kind of breezed over the pain that I had. I was in Acapulco for my 50th birthday. This is 5 years ago. And trying to enjoy myself. I mean, it was I already paid for it. I had to go, but I could not sleep. I was in so much pain. My eyelids were flipped both ways because my eyes were coming out, and you could see like bubbles of the under part of your eyes. It was just disgusting and so painful. It felt like my eyelashes were poking into my eye continuously, but they weren't, because they were twisted the other way, but they were so dry that it felt like stabbing knives. And it was horrifying. And I don't ever want anybody to go through what I went through. And I know there are people that are, which is very sad. So 7 months later, a surgeon actually found me. Thank God somebody did something. And I had decompression surgery. But before that, like in Acapulco, this is the story of me not wanting to be seen, because there was this little girl and she was being carried by her mom, and it was so cute. She was adorable, but her eyes locked onto mine. And I felt like she was looking at me because I looked like a freak, like I was so like an alien. And yeah, it was yeah, I hated the way I looked, and I knew I would never ever look ever again the same, and I don't. I went through 3 surgeries since then in the last 5 years, and I am loving myself now, because if I don't, what would happen if I didn't love myself? I'd have a very hard life. And nobody wants that. So this is why we're here today. We're going to love ourselves the way we are, even if we 100% change. We'll never ever be the same as what we were. So we have to learn to love ourselves the way we are today, and the way we're going to change, because we will change as we age. Sorry to say, but we do. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Carrie Ann, for your support. Love you too. Beautiful. Okay, so we will carry on with the presentation. Oh, don't tell me I shut it right off. Okay, hang on a second. There we go. It's so quiet out there. Okay, here we go. Share. Yeah, this is why I didn't wear makeup. I wore it last time I did this. Never again. Okay, so can you see my screen? The presentation?
We see the slides on the side as well.
Okay, perfect, thank you. All right. Okay, so that's my dark night of the soul, ladies. I don't know if anybody has anything comparison, but we'll have a chat later. We're gonna do a bija mantra to align our chakras. And when I was in my yoga teacher training, we did this and we did it for 108 times. Lam,
All at
bam,
once?
ram, yam, ham, sham, om. It's the same as the mala. So if you have one, you can count along with me. There's 108, so 54 on both sides of your mala. And the reason is because there's 108 energy circuits or energy lines that make up the chakra, the heart chakra. So as long as this is aligned, your breath and your prana is breath, will run smoothly. So you'll open your channel better. You'll be more grounded. All of the chakras will align. So 108 times, it takes about 7 minutes. So are you guys, maybe give me a hands up if you're into that, because you're going to feel it. I can tell you that. It's going to be amazing. So good. Okay, awesome. Good answer. Okay. So I have the words. So we're going to work up from the Muladhara up to the Svadhisthana, up to that beautiful solar plexus, your Anahata, your heart, up through the Vishuddha, your throat chakra, your third eye, Ajna, and your Sahasrara. Are you guys ready? We're going to go right up and keep going. So it's going to flow, 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 flow. Okay. And so what we do is you guys can maybe go on mute just for this part. And you can listen to me, but I highly advise you to use your throat and come along with me. Even if you mess up the words, it's lam, vam, ram, yam, hum, sham, om. Okay. And we're going to keep doing that and get faster and faster. So the cycle opens the prana airways. Okay. Your shushumna is going to be clear, which is beautiful. Okay, here we go. Oh, I was going to put music on with it. Oh, I don't think I can. I can't do music and this. So, okay. So just bear with me. Sometimes I make mistakes, of course. You can close down the eyes or watch as you move up through. And it's nice, like if you can appear like we've cleaned your third eye, your pineal gland, so that you can envision. So envision, you can see they have sigils, which is like little symbols on each of the flowers. And you can also envision the color as you go up, the symbols, the colors, and the mantra. Okay, here we go. Woo woo, here we go. Is everybody? Yeah, so if you, I just want to make sure you're muted because it kind of messes up the sound. I'm going to put you on the side too. There we go. Okay, we're going to really get into our bodies here, guys. Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Hum, Sham, Om. 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 Lam Vam Ram Yam Hum Sham 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 Om. Lam Vam Ram Yam Sham Hum Om. There we go. Lam Vam Ram Yam Hum Sham Om. 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 That's halfway. And we'll carry on. Lam Vam Ram. Oh, I was going to say you guys can pull up your perineum, which is a Kegel, and that'll help you get the voice out and breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Lam Vam Ram Yam Hum Sham Om. 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 Lam Vam Ram Hum Sham Om. Lam Vam Ram Yam 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 Hum Sham Om. Lam bam ram yam ham 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 sham om. And we'll om 7 times to finish it off. Breathe in. Om. Another breath. Om. 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 Awesome. Good work, ladies. How are you feeling? Namaste. Stay in it. Stay in it. Well done. That's not easy. How many of you got a perfect score on your Lam Bam Ram Yam Hum Sham Om without making mistakes? You guys can unmute and share whatever you feel. Let me know how you're feeling and if you're ready to move on.
I feel a little headachy.
Do you? Okay, so more grounding for you. So
Mhm.
let's envision roots now coming out of the bottom of the feet. Big, strong roots that get bigger and stronger and wider as you get to the center of the core. Just envision that. And pulling up more earth energy right up to the crown. And breathe it out. Anything that does not serve goes down into the ground. And more earth energy up. Good. You can dial down your third eye now a bit because it could be like too wide open and giving you a headache. So just like tone it down a notch. Tone it down a notch, and come back to earth. Good. And if you need an apple, go ahead.
So how do you tone it down, Trina?
To turn it down, it's like an aperture of the camera. Like when your aperture opens, that's your third eye. So if you can just envision the aperture closing down, so it's closing.
Okay.
So close it down just a bit
Cool.
and just breathe into it. Good. Awesome. Anybody else want to share anything going on? Yes, I was going to just say lots of water.
Do you mind if I go refill my water quickly?
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
For it. Yeah, it's very important right now. Get that water. And it's a full moon in Pisces right now. And Leah, you're probably feeling the full moon. The full moon will give you headaches. It'll keep you up all night long. So and it's so lots of water. It's a water right now. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the full moon. We had beautiful, beautiful view of the full moon last night. It was gorgeous. All right. Okay. Well, she should be back. Okay, so we are going to go through what I call the ultimate body temple as soon as Miss Brooklyn comes back. I know Carrie Ann has done that mantra with me. We cleared her chakras the last time she was here with that, but we did not do 108 times. We just did all the way through. I can't remember how many times we did it. Once through, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't count.
No, we just stayed there with the pendulum and went through. And Brooklyn is in my Reiki master teacher course right now, so she'll be doing this more and more as we move along, which is lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm just waiting on her. Okay. Snappy, snappy, ladies. I wonder if I could pause the recording. Drink more water. Okay, so the ultimate body temple, and that's why we're all here. We want to have the ultimate body temple. We want to have a healthy body, a vibrant body. So vibrancy is key. And guess what? You don't have to lose vibrancy as we age. We can continue to have a vibrant body, a vibrant vibrancy about us. Vitality is not vanity. So as we were younger, like Brooklyn is the youngest here, she's 23. And right now, like she's in the, what, go ahead, sorry.
I'm actually 21.
Oh gosh, 21. She's baby. Anyways, so right now, like right now, vanity is a thing when in your 20s, right? Like that's a thing. You want to look good because you want to attract your mate, right? And then as we age, that vanity is no longer a thing. It's like we just want to have a body temple that's working in our favor, that's healthy, vibrant, that's strong, right? So, when I told you my story, that was the first thing I had to give up was vanity because I no longer looked like me. So, just so you know, now. Optimal brain function is like so important. We know so many people with dementia. My grandma, Les's mom, I mean, my auntie, like so many people. So we want to keep our brain function at optimal level. We want to stay positive, and that will help our brain function. So if we give ourselves good, healthy, positive talk continuously, that will make all the difference. Like, those affirmations that we say that we don't believe are true are so important to say and keep saying and imprinting in your mind. And we'll be going into that in a second. Okay, so endurance. Like I have one of the ladies that's coming on my retreat with me was just talking about changing her business, like changing working for somebody else. And she was worried about the fact that she doesn't have she is worried about relearning everything and not having the strength, the power, the endurance to move forward into that new work. So that's important. And I'm 55, going on 56, and endurance to me is huge. Vibrancy, endurance, and positivity. Our health is really our wealth. And thoughts become things. We will dive into that in the next slide. Okay, so what makes up this vibrancy, this endurance, this positivity is having the ultimate brain function, doing some self-healing, having hormone balance. Our hormones when we age, well, they're not the same as they used to be. They get unbalanced, and we have to make sure that our hormones are balanced. Self-love is huge. And you guys right now, all 4 of you that are here, you are showing me you love yourself enough to be here and take care of your bodies. So awesome. Congratulations for being here. And then gut health. That is, I mean, your gut affects your brain. So if you don't have a healthy gut, your brain function is not going to be optimal. So all those things working together are so important. And then your structure. So structure meaning I work with people who are on both ends of the spectrum. I've got people who are frail and could break a hip. And then I have people who are overweight and could structurally wreck a hip, right? Because the weight on the hip. So it's not just about the hips, there's knees, there's all sorts of your structure we need to make sure that we're strong. We're actually lifting weights as we age. We have to. When you lift weights, it compresses the bones and makes your bones stronger, your structure stronger. I hope that makes sense, and it wards off osteoporosis. So we want to keep our bones strong, our muscles strong, so our bones stay in place. Okay, so vibrancy, endurance, and positivity. That's what our ultimate body temple is to be. We want and need optimal brain, hormone balance, gut health, and our structure is strong. And this is the cracked code. This is the code that I cracked. Okay. Any questions on this so far? Okay, you guys understand that the last thing on here is, oh, Debbie just popped off. Thoughts become things. Okay, now we're going to talk about what is stopping me from making this a priority. Okay, so what is stopping me from making this a priority? Oh, Leah is in. Oh, it was Leah that I thought it was. Okay, here comes Leah. She popped off and popped back on. Okay, so the big question here is, what is stopping me from making this a priority? What stops you from making this? So just keep that in your mind, and while we move forward, and then we're going to open it up for discussion. So welcome back, Leah. You didn't miss anything. I was just confused. Somebody popped off and I didn't know who it was. Oh, that went too far. There's this one. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know Bob Proctor, but anyways, he came up with this system, and it's all about our mind, you guys. Okay, so it's not just the getting on a great diet. It's not just getting your workout schedule in front of you. It has to do with your mind. It all has to do with your mind, because you can have and pay extreme amounts of money for these fad diets, these workouts. But if your mind is not there, you're not going to do it. You're going to go, oh, I got to go pick my carrots, or, you're going to find something else to do. So it's all about the mind. Okay. So we have thoughts in our conscious mind. They come from really the divine, our higher self. And then if we accept the thought, then it goes down into your subconscious. And if you feel it and you have an emotion around that thought, then it comes down into your physical body as a result, as a functioning result. Okay, so if these subconscious mind feelings and emotions are a negative, what's going to come out as a result? A negative result. So that's why if, say, somebody that's overweight has these thoughts, oh, I'm overweight and I can't do anything about it, and it goes down into your body and it stays there as your result. Okay, so we have to click and change the thoughts. The thoughts have to be, I love my body, and be true. And like the conscious mind has to go in and accept that and water it with a watering can until that seed grows into, I do love my body. I love my body. And the body will react, and that will be results. And you will start doing things and craving things that help your body reflect that. Does that make sense? Okay, because there is a space, if you can see the line from the conscious mind to the subconscious mind, that is called the analytical mind, and it's sometimes so thick it's hard to get those seeds implanted into the subconscious. Okay, so that's what we will work on. Okay, so is there anything we need to read here? No, I think we're good. Anyways, really, your thoughts go into the subconscious mind. You want to think positive thoughts that result in the physical body as action. So you're going to start doing something about it. Okay. And this looks a little complicated, but the top sentence is, this process happens every day and in a fraction of a second. So all this is going on in your brain. It could be negative, ignorant, meaning you're not consciously aware. So if it's on your left side, I'm not sure. On my screen, it's on my left side. You're ignorant to the fact that this is going on. So you worry, that worry turns into fear, and then it could be destructive to your health, disease. Or you could be consciously aware and have the knowledge and awareness enough to make the change into that subconscious mind and down into the physical body, so you have good results. Okay, so understanding and having some faith, just putting it out there. Yes, I love my body. I love my body. I love the way I look, you know, bulging eyes and all. And then have it going into the body and reflecting that, and that's your result, is good, positive results. Okay, so you start maybe eating healthier, you start maybe working out, not diet. Diet is, you know, when you think diet, think healthy foods, think all your water, think lean meats, think legumes. Okay, that's a diet. It's not a fad thing where you do keto or whatever. It's like, just eat healthy, eat healthy. Okay. I know it's simple, but we do have this subconscious mind that's running in the background, and it's all about your feelings, your emotions, something that's happened in your past, it triggers, and then you eat that bag of chips. You know what I mean? Because you just don't care anymore. You're just tired of being tired. And, okay, so thoughts become things. Your thoughts go down into your subconscious mind and become feelings. They are feelings and emotions. And then it goes into the body as a physical. So the thoughts are your spiritual level. Feelings are the subconscious. And then body is your physical body. And then that's where you produce the action to get results. Okay. Okay. Any questions on that part? Okay. You got it all figured out. Good. Okay. So we're back to this. We want a vibrant life. We want our vibrancy. We know we don't have to degenerate. And if you feel like you think in your late 50s to 90s you have to degenerate, you don't. So I challenge you to get rid of that limiting belief. Okay, that is a limiting belief. And like, I think of my dad all the time, because he has a limiting belief where my mom passed away from dementia. So now if I forget something, I've got it. He's just, that's where his head is. And so if your head is there That's what you'll bring in. And I was just talking to my naturopath yesterday about this, and we both are amening that. If you keep thinking those thoughts, that is exactly what you're going to draw in. You're going to draw in the cancer because you're thinking it all the time. You're going to draw in the weight because you're thinking it. So if we can change our way of thinking, our limiting beliefs and our habits and patterns, then we have it made. Okay, so vibrancy, endurance, positivity, vitality is not vanity. Our health is our wealth, and thoughts become things. We want optimal brain. We have to do our self-healing. We want hormone balance. We have to self-love. And congrats for being here. Gut health is so important. Eat properly. Let's take our probiotics. Why not? Like, let's get healthy. And our structure, let's work out. Let's make sure we're strong. We have strong body. Like I said, when we were doing that Lam Bam Ram Yam Hum Shum Om, closing and lifting like the little bag that's at the bottom, your perineum. In Pilates, we do that a lot. We pull up the perineum, which is a Kegel, and when you breathe out, you pull up. Breathe out, pull up. And when, like, singers will do it and use that technique just to get more oomph, right? So doing that structurally for your body is so very important. Okay, so I'm going to just stop the share and we'll come back. I think, let me just check. Yeah, okay. So we will come back to this screen. Stop the share. And I just want to go through. Okay. So if everybody feels like sharing, I would love for you to share. I'll put it on gallery view so we can see everybody. Okay. Okay, so we'll go around, we'll take the talking stick, and one person goes, what is one thing you hate, dislike about you and your body as a whole? What is one thing you absolutely love about you? And what are some limiting beliefs? Why are you not making your ultimate body temple your priority? Those three things. So who would like to start? We had a little bit of time to think about the last one. So go ahead when you're ready, and we'll just pass the talking stick. Do I have one? Here. Here's the stick. Here it is. Okay, who's ready? Oh, Carrie Ann. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with Carrie Ann. Go ahead, and then Debbie right after.
I don't really hate something about my body. I get frustrated sometimes when, blood sugars fluctuate as rapidly as they do, but I don't hate anything, right? But I've had to make a lot of changes to be able to understand what my body needs and to feed it properly, and the exercise and the meditation. That's what I've gotten to so far, and I'm sure things will change as I get older too, right? Not older, as I progress. So yeah.
Yeah.
Did that answer
So
all the questions?
yeah, what is it that you love, that just that you've made the changes? That's what you love?
I do love that I've been able to do it, because I just set my mind to it and was like, oh, okay, I had that yesterday. Well, you know what? Let's taper off on that and hit the greens more, or hit whatever more than what I did the other day. That wasn't so great. As long as I do one thing better today than what I did yesterday.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
so good. That's so good. And any limiting beliefs that you can think of that could prevent you from having the ultimate body temple?
Yes, absolutely. There was stuff from my mom that she had and what she went through, right? So, and my aunt, those two ladies really had a detrimental effect on me. My auntie, I got that under control, and my mom, well, I'm not taking on anything that she said I might get. Genetics.
Yes, yes. Like the dementia in my family, same. Like I don't want to have those thoughts. Mm-mm.
Me neither. Nope. And I don't. And I have a sticky on my mirror that says, I love you when I get up in the morning. It's the first thing I see. I see my cats and they're like, meow. And they're like, I love you, mom. And I'm like, I love you. And then I see the mirror and I'm like, oh, I love you. I love you. I love you, Carrie Ann.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Music to my ears. I love that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Just give me shivers. Thank you for sharing. And Debbie, you are next. And we'll let Leah go after Debbie because she sounds like she has to leave.
Sure. I absolutely refuse to hate anything. That is not on the horizon at all. It's not something that I put any energy into. Love, absolutely everything. I am awesome. I'm beautiful. I'm healthy. And I am doing something called youthing. I don't age anymore. And I'm youthing back my birthdays every year until I reach 21. And then I'm going to stay at 21. And limiting beliefs definitely have come from my family. And I am actively removing them because God is my highest priority. And God has more power over me than anything else. So that's where I'm at right now.
Perfect. Beautiful share. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. And Leah?
So what are you wanting to hear from me? I kind of got a gist, but
Yeah, so anything that you dislike about you and your body, anything that you love, and then any limiting beliefs that are preventing you from having the healthy body temple that you wish to have
that's a big question. That's good.
in there.
I think, in December I went through a lot of stress and I have never been overweight. And so in December I had so much stress that it all went to my gut. And so, I love my whole self, but it is, it's something I'm not used to. And I'm just, it's a I don't know if it's a battle, but it causes me a lot of grief, and I have a lot, like, it's not comfortable, and it feels like I'm pregnant. And so I'm like, I'm almost 60, so and I'm petite, and so to have this big belly, it's something that I have an issue with. So that is honestly what is bothering me right now. So I'm trying to work with dealing with my stress, because I do get that the mind and everything does affect, that. So and so I'm working on my relationship, and that, I say work, but it's just me. I need to work on me too. Well, and I'm not working. I'm trying to be a happier person so that I am feeling good and not getting caught up into my husband's stressful situation. And that it affects me a lot. So there's a lot of things that I have to work with mentally, and just staying positive and being good to myself and loving myself.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because I'm taking on that negative energy, and it shuts me down, and I just don't feel comfortable. So it's putting a love beam around me or something.
yes. Be your own color.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't stress that enough. Yeah, that is huge. Yeah. Yay. Thank you for sharing. And Brooklyn, you are next.
I would say the one thing I struggle with most would be my weight. Like I've been overweight my whole life, and I've tried 100 different things to try to fix that since I was a little kid, like 11 years old. And I don't know, it's always, I'm gonna get emotional too, but it's always been something that's really bothered me. And seeing the way that other people have treated me because of it. But I've slowly like learned just to love myself, right? Because who gives a shit?
Right?
Um,
It's okay. Tears are so good, Brooklyn. You know that. And don't even wipe them. Just let them flow. The more they flow, and right now with the full moon in the water sign, so good. Let your tears go. Yeah, beautiful.
I don't know, but yeah, and you say one thing you hate about yourself. I don't really hate anything though. I've been learning to love myself more and more every day for years. I love my smile and my hair and I don't know, lots of things. But the limiting belief that I hold would probably be just that I like that I can't lose weight or I could never be this image that I would like to be at. Um, and it just comes from struggling for so long, right? And then I found that when I have been at points in my life where I've loved my body the most was when I wasn't worried about my weight. It was when I was, and then I would lose weight in the same time period when I was just focused on being in the moment and being happy and being present. But that's really hard for me. Like I hold on to the past a lot. So
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent share. Good job. Wow. I love it. Beautiful, you ladies. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, like what the truth really is. Let me see. Who is this? Jump off in 10. Okay. That's okay, Leah, if you have to go. That's just fine. You guys will all get a recording of this. So we will share this again. Yeah. Okay. And present. Okay. So the cracked code is, which we've already kind of deciphered this, no expensive diets. That just doesn't work, right? Like it's no more up and down. Okay. No expensive workout programs. You don't have to buy the expensive ones that the all the J-Lo and everybody else is doing that has money. What we do here is energetic processes that get rid of the limiting beliefs. So when you have that garden that you're growing, which is you, and you're smothered with all of these weeds in your garden, and you're busy trying to pluck them out, and they keep coming back. That is your subconscious mind working against you. We need to change that. And with energetic processes that we can do today, will change a lot of your unconscious and plucking those limiting beliefs. We're going to pluck them all out. And frequency, doing this on an ongoing basis. So doing the energetic processes like we did today. We cleared the channel, we cleared our Shushumna. We have a beautiful, healthy relationship with Earth and our divine. And doing this on a frequent basis will keep you up in frequency. So you'll be at a higher level. Higher level meaning not always in the 3D mundane. You'll be shifting up and down graciously, gracefully. Okay. And you'll have support. So that is the code. Energetic processes, plucking the limiting beliefs out and letting them go forever, and having a frequency that is higher than the norm. So you're not always getting pulled down by those thoughts or by anybody else. Like, husbands working and their stress. They have to take care of themselves too. And we can teach them this stuff. But will they want to learn? That's the thing. Like mine is kind of like, I am me, you are you. So we just live. Okay, and then having that support. Okay, so conclusions. Doing healing visualizations and energy processes with Coach Trina will help you to heal faster, give you support ongoing, hold space for you when you cry, when you feel like you're breaking down. I can help lift you up, lend you the strength when you don't feel like you have it, and support to move gracefully through the things that will happen. Life happens. So this way you're going to flow through instead of being like slammed each time. Okay, does that make sense? You'll maintain a higher vibration as you toggle through the 3D and 5D worlds. Like I said, you'll flow better and moving from mundane to a goddess power easily and efficiently. And conclusion 3, loving your body, your Bodhi, and moving smoothly, seamlessly into Bodhi. I forgot the H. Ultimate body temple and enlightenment. Okay, so it's both. It's not just your ultimate body temple, but being enlightened. Okay. And now it's time to take action. So taking action with me, Coach Trina. Love your Bodhi. I have a membership, so of course. We meet 2 times a month for 1.5-hour group sessions. So it'd be a nice small group like this. Plus you get all the replays if you miss any. This keeps you accountable to your health goals. So having that ultimate body temple. Stay in a higher vibration month to month. So you're always a little bit higher than you were yesterday. Healing sessions, meditations, visualizations, mantra. We use a lot of music. I do belief repatterning. There's all sorts of stuff that we do in this membership. And you belong to a WhatsApp community group to keep you on track. It could be Facebook, but if nobody's on Facebook, we'll use WhatsApp, which is a very nice program to keep a community. And then you'll have me in your back pocket forever. You can talk to me anytime you want. And we will dissolve limiting beliefs and reach your health goals. The Love Your Bodhi membership includes the Healthy Misfits app. You get all of the Get Your Sexy Back programs. You get everything that I have in the Healthy Misfits app, you get. There's over 300 workouts, yoga, Pilates, everything. Oh, I forgot to mention about Pilates and how important it is to do that Kegel, because I have a lot of friends that have had mesh put into their bellies, into their womb space because they pee. So if you come to Pilates with me, you'll be doing that Kegel all the time. It's so important, you guys. These women are my age and they're going for surgeries. Don't ever get that mesh thing put in. Do Pilates. There's a simple fix. Do Pilates. Suck it up, buttercup. Anyways, so the Love Your Bodhi membership as a whole, this taking action is $44 a month. And then if you do want the yoga and Pilates classes, you get the app and everything. So you'll have all of that with the 44, but this with the live Pilates and yoga classes, it's $88 a month. Okay. This is like half the price. So just letting you know, you can also do just yoga and Pilates classes at half price right now. They work out to about $11 a class. Anyways, that's a really good deal. The yoga plus the Love Your Body membership is awesome. And then, so that's long-term health. Okay, so that's long-term. You pay your monthly, you come in our group, you're held high month after month. But then we have a kickstart, and that is a yoga meditation retreat in Sedona. And we have one lucky lady coming Miss Brooklyn is coming to Sedona. Woo woo! Congratulations. She's already said yes, so she's coming. So what you have to do if you want to come to Sedona with us, book a call with me as soon as you can, and we will chat it up. I do have a whole like flyer made up, so if you are at all interested, because you guys are all Canadian, everybody's Canadian here. This is in Canadian dollars, okay? So cheap, 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 cheap. So any questions on that? We're good. All right, that's the membership. If you feel like joining me, I would be happy to have you. And thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay. So how does everybody feel? Yeah, heart. I love the heart. Thank you. Good. Does anybody have any questions about maybe what we'll do in the membership or Sedona, if you want to see what we're doing in Sedona? I'm here.
What are
No,
you
you're
doing?
good.
What are you doing in Sedona?
Oh
Or
gosh.
is that a get on a chat call with you?
Yeah, you can. Sedona, it's the heart chakra of the planet. We'll be in the vortexes together. It's on a new moon, so we'll be stargazing. It's going to be like amazing. We'll be healing, lots of healing visualizations. We'll be doing a new moon ceremony. We'll be doing yoga every day and just uplifting, like it's a kickstart to your health. And Brooklyn is becoming a master Reiki teacher, so she's coming because she wants a kickstart in gaining confidence and like moving forward in her business now. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. Does that answer? Okay. Thanks for coming, Carrie Ann. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so we are complete now. If you feel you want to stay on with me and ask questions, you are more than welcome. Otherwise, you are free to go. Thank you, and look for the replay. Thanks for coming, Debbie. I'll just stay on until you guys are going. Thanks for coming, Leah. Thank you. Nice to see you too.
Trina, I was gonna ask you about flights for Sedona, like how I should go about booking them, because I know the date, but should I look for like a certain time, or are you somehow, do you have, you know what I mean? I just don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to shut this off. I'll shut the recording off.
Okay.
So.